Hello. So once again, just another random and spontaneous video talking about this aliveness. Or the end of seeking. You know, when it's realized that whatever seems to be appearing is everything and there's nothing else, then it really is game over for the seeker. Because there really is nothing else. If you think there's something else, then that is an illusion. You know, it's literally just a thought. But thoughts are nothing. It's got no reality, no value, no quality, no realness. It's fake. I'm not saying there's anything right or wrong with the thoughts that arise. But they mean nothing to this immediacy, this aliveness. Consciousness, awareness, as people call it. It's got no name. So there seems to be this illusion that you are a separate character inside your body in a location, in time. All of that is an imagined story. There's just this immediacy, and this immediacy has no stories, it has no characters, it has no time, it has no location. It's just this energy that seems to appear as, well, whatever it appears as, colours and shapes and sounds and thoughts and feelings as well. I mean, it's a bit of a joke, really. It can seem like a cruel, I mean, here anyway, I'm just talking from, you know, what seems to have happened here. You know, it is funny. You know, there is a comedy behind it when it's realised by no one, because there's no one here. That's the joke. But it seems cruel as well, in a way. You know, how this aliveness can pull off an illusion that can feel so real. It can make you really suffer, as well as, you know, be excited and joyful. And but it just seems that the majority of people suffer with this identification with the me character, and it's not even there. That illusion of the me character in a location with stories of the past or aspirations for the future, where is that right now? It's not there. It's never been there. But it is amazing as well. when the seeking energy is realized, when it's realized that there is no seeker, what do you do? But it's always been that way. What a fucking joke. That's what I mean. It's cruel in a way. That's what it's that, I'm just being honest. And, I look back at the story of my life, all that striving and searching and wanting to improve, or chasing success or money, or chasing the next high. But there's only ever this. It's always only ever been this aliveness. There's nowhere to go. So this oneness includes everything. There's no one doing anything. You've never done anything. You just think you have. That's the illusion. None of your friends or family have ever done anything. There is no self. There's no doer. It's an imagination. And it's not even your imagination. The imagination is just an appearance within this immediacy. It belongs to no one. I've always said I don't give advice because, how could you really? It's but if you could just let yourself off the hook, don't take life too seriously, and relax into this, whatever this is. Because you can't do anything. You think you can. Again, that's the illusion. It's just a thought. Any thoughts have got nothing to do with this immediacy. Yeah, it includes them thoughts. It's like it's playing a game with itself. So this awareness that's here, it's as though it likes to play a game of being a character, and then the game of that character waking up from the dream. But it's this that's just dreaming itself. There's no one here. There's no one running this show. It's so innocent. But that imagined me character can't really accept this message because it believes the me character thinks it's all about it. So you think it's all about you. It's all me, me, me. So, that's why if an uncomfortable feeling or uncomfortable thoughts arise, or a tragedy happens, or an unfortunate situation or circumstance arises, then the me character suffers because it believes it's happening to it believes it's happening to the imagined me character, believes it's happening for it, and it's not. It's just this, appearing as whatever it appears as. This screen, this aliveness, or this screen just is. The content on the screen might appear to change, but it's an illusion. Nothing led up to this. Nothing happened before this timeless immediacy. So there is no next. It's impossible for there to be a future. And I know the me character, it won't have it. The thoughts, the imagined thinker needs time in order to survive. But it's not there. There is no time and there is no me character. Where is it? Have a look. You know, that's what I'm saying. If you can, again, it's not a teaching. There's no one that can do anything. But if you can if you can relax into this immediacy, it's in your face. It's always been this. Appearing as the sound of a dog barking. So them thoughts that arise are exactly the same as the sound of that dog that's just been barking. Just comes and goes. This now is brand new aliveness, brand new immediacy. It's never been anywhere. It hasn't come from anywhere. Nothing led up to this. Nothing's going to happen. Now, I know the story does seem to... It's what I mean. It's incredible how this timeless mystery, whatever, no one knows what this is. But it's incredible how it can pull off the illusion of time and a story that feels so personal to you. It's my life. This happened in my past. This is my plan for the future. This is my wife. This is my children. This is my car. This is my house. This is where I went on holidays. Me. And again, I'm not saying there's anything right or wrong with it, but there comes a lot of suffering with that as well. So even if it appears that you've got this fantastic life, then it seems to come with suffering, because you might become fearful of losing them things, or fearful of getting old and dying. The me character it can't be content with this moment, but this is all there is. There's nothing else. What a joke. The only true peace and freedom is here, right now, in this immediacy. There's nothing else. But the me character, the me character can't actually survive here in this. If it's seen that this immediacy is all there is, there's no me character here. It falls away. It can still appear as thoughts, that's what happens. But it's just an illusion. This that's here right now really is everything. It doesn't continue. It's never continued. The movement is stillness. Stillness is movement. It's exactly the same. It's really hard to explain. So, you might have heard in non-duality circles or in spirituality the relative world and the absolute. There isn't a relative world and an absolute. They're the same. It's just one. So, I'm looking out my car window now, and in the relative world, I can see trees and leaves are blowing in the wind. But on an absolute, the absolute is it's completely still and silent. But it's the same. So it's just the absolute appearing as the relative. They're not two. They're not separate things. And same with sounds as well. So sounds come from silence and fall back into silence. It's amazing. It's wonderful as well, really, because there's been multiple glimpses here over the last year, and it's been terrifying at times, because when it's realised that there is no one here and there's nothing here and it's just completely empty, still and silent, then that can be a terrifying realisation. But then it appears as this. So it how else would it be? How else could it be? There isn't another one. So whatever's happening right now, you can't compare this aliveness to another aliveness. There isn't another this. There's only this. As I said, there's no time. But if you're identified with time and that me character, then it's I don't want to say, but it's sad in a way, because you miss existence. So existence is this aliveness that's here. But this is where it's a joke. The me character cannot survive in this existence. So that's why it's a joke. The me character is it's just on a loop, an imagined timeline, illusory timeline loop that isn't even there. It's not even happening. And so it's cruel. I go back to what I said at the beginning of the video. It's like a cruel trick in a way. But there's no one. It's innocent. There's no one doing that. It's just it just seems to happen through conditioning. So you don't know what's going to happen next, because there is no next. You don't know what your next thought's going to be. You cannot choose your next thought. And so many people will fight me to death over this. But you can't. Your thoughts just appear. They just arise out of this nothingness, this existence, this aliveness, whatever you want to call it. So the thought pops up, and then another thought quickly comes along and says, that's my thought. But that's late. That's just happened after that thought arose. So how can you choose your thought? It's impossible. You can't do anything. So that's what I'm saying. If you can't choose your thoughts, then any actions that seem to happen because of them thoughts arising, although the body may seem to be doing it, who's actually doing it? If it's not your thought and you're not acting, who's running this show? There's no one here doing anything. That's what I mean. There's no one inside your body. You're not inside your body. Even neuroscience has confirmed it. if you do a bit of research, there's no one inside these bodies. I mean, I would go one step further and say, you know, when a thought arises, I mean, no one knows where it comes from, but so many people believe that it appears in the head. Now, I would actually say that's bullshit. It just appears in this. And it's the same with feelings as well. So if a feeling of joy or happiness or peace or sadness, grief or depression appears, a lot of people feel as though it's happening to them inside their body, but it actually just appears in this, I don't want to say space, because space is an illusion, but this aliveness that's here, this immediacy that's here. The thoughts and the feelings arise in or on this. Your body just appears in this. There is, there's no thinker, there's no mind. I mean, what's the mind? Where would the mind be? And I'm not saying that. I've done some research on it, and when a thought arises, I believe there is some kind of movement in the brain tissue, but that doesn't, it's impossible to say that there's a storage cabinet in your brain that's holding all their memories of your past. They're not, that's not actually happening, is it? A memory arises, you can't choose the memory. So that's what I mean. You could be just walking along, then all of a sudden this random memory of your past appears, of when you was a 7-year-old girl or boy. I mean, where did that come from? Why did that pop up? You didn't choose it. Isn't it really obvious you cannot choose them thoughts or feelings or anything that happens? It just happens random and spontaneously. And when that's seen, it is freedom. Admittedly, it can be quite scary as well, because it's total, it's like a kind of surrender or giving up, but there's a lot of relief as well. Psychological suffering is gone here. It can still happen, but it's so fleeting and weak. In the past, before I had this realization, again, this is a story appearing now in this. No one wakes up. But in the past, I could be tormented by thoughts of shit that I've done in the past, or worries, anxiety about things that are coming up in the near future. But now, if that happens, it's just obvious that the thoughts just arise from this through conditioning. It's not my thought. I didn't choose it. And as soon as the thought arises, it's gone. This is brand new. Always timeless, brand new immediacy. Nothing happened before this. It's not going anywhere. There's nothing happening. And it is a joke, because, as I said, all that striving and suffering and searching and trying to improve or worry, it is actually pointless. Now, when I say it's pointless, or I just mean it's got no power over this immediacy. And I don't really like saying it's pointless, because it seems here that in the imagined story here, all that torment, all that psychological struggle has I don't want to sound like arrogant or anything, but it's led me to this realization. And I don't want to make it out to be that, I'm special or whatever, because it's not actually happened. it's always been this way. It's just that you, if you are seeking, if you are suffering, you just think there's a future, there's a next, or you just think there's something that you need to do, or a shift needs to happen for you to have this realization. But it's not. That's an illusion. There isn't anywhere to get to. There's no future. There's nothing to find. This is it. This immediacy. This is it. Sorry, I feel like I'm ranting on. But yeah, I'm actually just pulled over. I was doing some work, and I just thought, well, I just had a little sleep, to be honest, and woke up and thought I'd make this video. I am quite fortunate that, you know, run my own I'm self-employed, running insurance business, and you know, I can seem to work my own hours, work when I want, really. Well, yeah, I'm still surprised that I'm making these videos, but I'm not making them. But in the story, I think it was July last year when I made my first video. I mean, April now, so sort of 9 months. And I really appreciate all the comments and the subscribers. I'm overwhelmed, really, with the number of subscribers and the comments and the emails and the phone calls that I've had. Also, I just wanted to say apologies if I've not returned your message or email. I have been busy with family and work. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure. Well, it'll either happen or it won't. But no, I will come back to you. Yeah, so I don't know what else to say, really. I hope this video's made sense, or, well, nothing needs to make sense. It doesn't matter what's happening. I mean, it will matter to you. So if you identify with the me character, of course, what's appearing matters. But that's the illusion. There's nothing actually happening, and there is no me character. There's just this immediacy. So I mean, it's a joke. It's as though it's as though this is just playing a game with itself for no reason, just because it can. It wants to experience itself through form. So the formless wants to experience itself through forms, through bodies, through experiences, through sounds, tastes, feelings, pleasure, pain, all the polar opposites. And why not? So this never started. No one created this. It'll never end. How could it? Try to imagine not being. Try to imagine not being. It's impossible. I always remember when I was a kid, very young actually, I often had them thoughts, you know, like, you know, there's something here, this beingness, and it can't not be. And that's what I'm pointing to. So it's that energy, that aliveness, that mystery, that feeling that something is, that presence. That's it. That's what I'm talking about. People call it, you know, non-duality. It's just a word. There's no word for this. It's got no boundary. It's completely unknown. The void, appearing as whatever it appears as. Appearing as an illusion of a seeker. Appearing as the illusion of that me character that isn't there. What a trick. But yeah, I'll leave it there. But yeah, thank you for watching. Really appreciate you being here, even though there's no one here. I'm just talking to myself, just looking at a face on a screen. It's really obvious. It's absolutely, it's ridiculous, really. When if it's seen, I mentioned it in one of my videos. The when I burst out into laughter on one of the glimpses that I had. It's a joke. You really can't do anything. Things will happen, you know, doing happens, but you're not doing it. That's the illusion. But yeah, much love. Take care.